Okay, so that's all our checks complete. Now we're ready to go. Any questions? Good. Everybody happy? Good. Is this your first time in a light aircraft, Tom?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
That'll be an experience for you. Golf November Sierra, checks complete at Mike, ready for departure.
Golf November Sierra, Roger, hold position, got landed in traffic.
Hold position, Golf November Sierra. See the light there up in the sky? That's just an aircraft on final approach. That's where we came back. At 2:05, we're only 5 minutes late, it's not too bad. Are you nervous, or are you? Yeah. So am I. No, I'm just kidding.
I just got his badge last week, Leah.
That's right. Oops. It's not something everybody does, goes up in a light aircraft like this. You'll really enjoy it. It's a nice calm day today. Is that a Ryanair? No. British Airways, yeah. They quite often do their base training here, they'll go into circuits.
Leah, Trevor 28, vacate left at Kilo, you park and stand 11 side on with the following vehicle.
Left Kilo, stand 11 and follow vehicle. The ship 28, thank you sir.
Golf November Sierra via Mike, line up and wait runway 30.
Via Mike, line up and wait runway 30, Golf November Sierra.
Golf India Sierra, you continuing inbound now?
Golf India Sierra, we've rolled out, continuing on the way flag.
Thank you.
Good check.
November Whiskey, join left
of
base
the approach path.
30, you're number 2 in traffic.
Altitude mode, fuel pump on, landing light on. Robes and pitot heat. So we've got all our lights on. Making ourselves as visible as we can. This is the main runway, we're going to take off that way today.
Golf November Sierra, runway 30, clear for takeoff, windows calm.
Runway 30 cleared for takeoff, Golf November Sierra. So we're cleared for takeoff now. Yeah, nicely lined up. And we have to get off the ground before the end there.
That's your challenge.
That's right, yeah. Okay, happy? And off we go then. So heels on the floor, full power. And full power is set. And engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed's alive. 50. 60. 70. And gently up into there we go.
Climb out, turn left to depart to the south, runway 30, clear touch and go, wind calm.
Good touch and go, Golf India Sierra, copy the traffic.
Golf November Whiskey, need QNH 999 hectopascals.
999, Golf November Whiskey.
Golf November Sierra, new QNH 999 hectopascals.
999 hectopascals set, Golf November Sierra. There we go, new pressure setting. So, we're in a nice climb now, climbing at 900 feet per minute. Sometimes you'll get a wee back and forward, very low level, just as we're climbing up. But we're passing 500 feet, so we can make a left turn now. And we'll head down to Dune Foot.
So what does it tell you, the height, Paul? Is that 500?
Yeah, little hand is the thousands and big hand is the hundreds.
Right,
so at the minute we're 800.
Right.
And we can go up to
2000, is that?
yeah, 2000 until we get outside their airspace here.
What's your left base? Golf 1 Whiskey, thanks, report final.
Okay.
How are your ears? Okay, good. So we're passing 1,000 feet, fuel pump off. Fuel pressure remains. External lights is required, so landing light off, QNH 909 hectopascals is set and cross-checked. And you can see the airport and the runways there, off to our left. We're 4 miles from Doonfoot. We'll stop at 1800 there just to give us a couple of 100 feet to spare. So we just push forward and level off. You can see the horizon comes up now in the windscreen. We're stopping at 18. Because we've got full power on and we're level now, the speed's going to increase. So we let that increase, then pull back on the power a little bit. About 2350 RPM. And that's Doonfoot just out at our 11 o'clock there. Just out there, sorry. Sun's starting to get low already at this time of year.
Quebec there, Quebec, if you wish, and taxi back treatment, Papa. Quebec for Papa, thanks very much. Golf Tower Whiskey.
So 1860 feet, that's fine. I see it's nice and smooth here along the coast, it's good. Just like a car, if you go over a bumpy road, you'll get a few bumps. So if we go through a bumpy air, we'll get a few bumps, but it's nothing to worry about. Good thing is just to look outside ahead if you're not feeling 100%, and that helps you to settle down a bit. But it's nice and calm so far. And you can fly with no hands. I don't know if that worries you or not.
Thanks for put filing number 1.
It's quite normal to fly with no hands and smooth air. Just shows you've got everything balanced and trimmed properly. It's good. Oh, we're just passing Doonfoot. And how are you feeling, Tom?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Good. Sometimes it can be harder being in the back. You know, it's easier being in the front. So we're over Doonfoot now. So we'll just make a right turn and follow the coast. We won't go over that higher ground there because it might be a wee bit bumpier this low down. So we'll just stick to the coast. And if the volume's not good, you've got a little wheel on the side of your headset there, you can move it back and forward. Just if the volume's too loud or too quiet, you can just use that to get it the way you want it. Yeah, see we're getting a few wee gentle back and forwards there. So you quite often feel a little bit of gentle turbulence like that, but that doesn't usually, you know, bother people. It's when it gets more. Ailsa Craig, dead ahead. We'll turn into the coast so you'll get a better look.
Yeah.
See, just in the low level thin cloud, it looks quite cool.
that Campbelltown over on the right then, is it? Or Mulligan Tire?
Yeah, you've got, that's Aaron there. And then over on the other side you've got Mulligan Tire and Campbelltown's sort of halfway down that, yeah. And then you've got the Irish coast further on. Yep, but for the first one there is Aaron. And if the sun's in your eyes, feel free to use that as a sun visor. Yeah.
Pacific Towers, Golf Bravo Whiskey Oscar Romeo.
Golf Bravo Whiskey Oscar Romeo, Pacific Towers message.
Tower Oscar Romeo, Super Cub and Echo. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to book out via phone. Can you take a book out over the radio?
Whiskey Oscar Romeo, just stand by, please. Call you shortly. Golf India Sierra, vacate left at November, back to Papa.
Left November to Papa, Golf India Sierra.
Okay, so how about you? How about you having a try of flying now?
Golf Bravo Whiskey Oscar Romeo, Super Cub to Fife. One on board.
All you want to do is take that's it. Nice gentle grip on the yoke. You don't need to grip it hard. Just nice fingertip grip like that. It's perfect. It's very sensitive. So what we can do is we could go up, we could go down, we could go to the left, or we could go to the right with it. First, it's a bit difficult today because there's not a great horizon looking forward. Normally you can see the ground, the horizon line in the sky, and you see where that is in your windscreen, and that shows you that you're straight and level. But if you just look outside, and if you pull gently back on the yoke, actually I'll get us a little bit lower first because we're as high as we're allowed to go for now. That was my fault.
Golf India Sierra located.
India Sierra, thanks.
So at the minute we're doing 150 miles an hour through the air, but you wouldn't think it. No, because there's nothing close to us. Well, that's better, 1700. We'll level up there. And we're 8 miles from
Golf Oscar Romeo's information. Romeo with 999 hectopascals request taxi.
Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, so nice light grip. And if you look outside and then pull back slightly on the yoke, a little bit more, see how the nose is starting to rise? And that's fine there, and just hold it there, that's it. And you see now that we're climbing, and you have to keep a hold, it takes a degree of pressure there just to keep us climbing. So then when we want to stop climbing, just release the pressure and go back to normal and try and look at the picture ahead, and then just relax, and then we should be straight and level again. And to go down, we just push forward slightly on the yoke, and looking outside, look to see what the nose does. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, there we go, that's fine, and just hold it there, see how the nose has gone down, and now we're descending, so we're going down to 1700, and then you can bring the yoke back to the normal position, and we'll be straight level again. And here you see we've stopped descending. So it's really sensitive, that's perfect, well done. You're quite tense. Yeah, that's like me on the bike when I start, yeah. You're doing great, just relax, you're doing absolutely fine. And we've got Girvan just down here at 11 o'clock. About, 5.5 miles.
That's Turnberry Hotel, yeah.
Right, yeah, just past Turnberry, that's right.
Oh.
There's the old airfield Turnberry.
Yeah.
We're right over it just now. we'll do the turns in a wee second. That was great, well done. You're not going to do anything that gets us in trouble, so just, you know, it's fine, absolutely fine.
Good afternoon, Golf Bravo Tango Foxtrot Charlie, Echo within station Romeo, radio check.
Golf Bravo Tango Foxtrot Charlie, Prestwick Tower, your airfield details correct and your readability 5. You could leave control airspace 5 doing port and under altitude 2,000 feet VFR with a squawk of 4520.
Clear to leave control airspace Virgin, foot north bus 2,000 feet VFR squawking 4520 and ready for taxi, Golf Bravo Tango Foxtrot Charlie.
Golf Foxtrot Charlie is correct and taxi to Holland Point, Quebec for runway 30.
Taxi Quebec for 30, Golf Foxtrot Charlie.
Okay, so we'll do some turns now. So what we do is we turn the yoke to the left and the plane will start to bank over like that, and then once it's at the bank we want it at, we have to move back to the middle with the yoke, and then it will stay at that bank and turn. So it's not just turning left and keep going, otherwise we'd go over and over and over and over and over, right over. So let's try a turn to the left. So very gentle pressure to the left. And if you look out, you'll see the plane starts to turn. See it starting to bank? And that bank's good, so back to the middle now with the yoke. And just hold the bank, see how the bank's staying the same there? And we're turning. Good, and now we can go back to the way we went, so we want to go to the right, very gently, that's it. You see the plane starting to come back to the right now. A wee bit more to the right so that we come back this way, and you see we're starting to bank now. If you're looking out, that's good. And that's a good bank, so we can go to the middle now and leave the bank where it is. And you see the plane's turning gently. And once we get lined up with the water there, we'll just go left again a wee bit just to straighten the bank up again. Because at the minute you're banked very slightly to the right and we're at a nice gentle right turn. It's difficult to see outside with the sun. That looks good about there, so now we can straighten up again, so a little bit to the left, and then back to the middle again.
Let's take off 30 back.
I see how we're nice and straight and level again. Well done. Too good at this, Tom.
Yeah.
Do you want to orbit over Girvan, or do you want to go to Ailsa Craig, or you're just down for it?
You can go to Ailsa Craig, and as long as we can go around Ballantrae and down that way as well. Or either go down and come back round there.
Okay. Good, yeah, we'll get down and we'll see what our time's like, and then that's fine, good. How was that?
Everything.
See, you're doing it very nicely, nice and gently, and it's really sensitive, and you're getting on absolutely great. Yeah, brilliant. Golf November Sierra, just passing Girvan. We're heading down the coast. Happy to speak to Scottish 119.875.
Golf November Sierra, Roger, squawk 7000 and continue with Scottish information.
Squawk 7000, continuing with Scottish. Golf November Sierra, bye bye.
Speak to you later.
119.875. We're going to speak to a different controller now.
Golf Oscar Romeo, report approaching Mauchline.
This Scottish information deals with all the general aviation low-level traffic in Scotland.
Yeah, where are they based, Paul?
Prestwick.
This way.
Just next to the airport, there's a NATS centre. It's a different building just along for the airport. So we're only at 2000, but we can lean a little. RP check, so we'll speak to Scottish and then we'll carry on down the coast. So just past Girvan on the way to Ballantrae, about 8.5 miles down the coast to Ballantrae. Scottish information, good afternoon, Golf Bravo Victor November Sierra, request basic service.
Golf Bravo Victor November Sierra, Scottish, good afternoon, pass your message.
Good afternoon, Golf Bravo Victor November Sierra, PA28 airborne from Prestwick. Currently just past Girvan, everything down the west coast to Stranraer, then back to Prestwick. 2,000 feet on our QNH 1000 hectopascals, free POB flying VFR.
Golf November Sierra, Roger, it's a basic service, squawk 7401 mode Charlie.
Basic service, squawk 7401 mode Charlie, Golf November Sierra.
And November Sierra, the Belfast regional pressure 987 hectopascals.
Belfast regional 987 hectopascals. And do you know if the Solway Firth danger areas are active or cold today?
I believe they're all cold, but just stand by, I'll check.
Roger, thanks. Good. So there's some danger areas that the military use down at the Solway Firth here around Castle Kennedy. So if they're cold, it means we can fly here.
And November Sierra, 402, 403 and 405 are all not active.
Copy, all not active. Many thanks, Golf November Sierra. Good, so we can basically fly wherever we want. Okay, we're at 2,000 feet. There's no real reason to go any higher just now. It's
nice.
Yeah, pretty smooth here, so.
Many years ago, Paul, my mum and dad had a caravan down. Just it's probably 3-4 miles ahead of you.
Right.
It's called Benane Hill Caravan Park.
Oh, we'll have to look out for it.
Yeah, you'll see it sits right on the water, so.
Beautiful. Nice place to have the caravan, eh?
Yeah.
Right on the coast. Quite often you'll find it's smoother over the water. Whereas if we went over there, over the higher ground with the turbines, you'd probably feel it was a wee bit bumpy. But then if we went right up to 5, 6, 7, 8,000 feet, it would be nice and smooth again. It's just lower level that it can get bumpy.
There's a caravan park on your left hand side ahead of you.
Oh yeah, right down on the coast there. Nice. That'd be a great place to go and chill out there, eh? So because we're in uncontrolled airspace, we can do whatever we want here. You know, we can go up, we can go down, it's fine. We've got a squawk, so he knows who we are. OAT is good. Yep, +8. And engine instruments are good. That must be Ballantrae just down.
Yeah, it's already, yeah.
Again, if you want to go, round, it's fine. Just.
This is a great run on your bike, Paul. See coming down the hill.
Right.
And the Ballantrae from here, it's quite a steep hill, right? And see the view.
Yeah.
Right, when it's from the top of the hill right down, just following the road into Ballantrae. It's
brilliant, eh?
Oh, it's amazing.
So we're at 2,000, we can go down to 1,500, see what it looks like down there. Just
Scottish information, good afternoon, Golf Bravo Whiskey Oscar Romeo, request.
Closer to the ground features.
Golf Bravo Whiskey Oscar Romeo, Scottish information, good afternoon, have your details from Prestwick, just confirm your position and level for me.
Golf Oscar Romeo, 2 miles north of Mauchline, 2,000 feet on the Prestwick QNH of 999 hectopascals.
Golf Oscar Romeo, Roger, squawk 7401 with mode Charlie, basic service.
Squawk 7401 mode Charlie, basic service, Golf Oscar Romeo.
It looks like it would be a good run down there.
Yeah, it's lovely. Straight road, it's honestly.
Nice.
Then it starts just winding, heading towards Stranraer.
That's right, yeah, you can see. Well, we can go right down to 500 feet if we want to here, legally. 1,000 feet above built up areas and 500 anywhere else. Corswall Lighthouse ahead, right. So what we can do is we can get you to turn round as well when we go down. If you're feeling comfortable with that. You've done excellent in all the things you've done so far, it's great. Stranraer, 11 miles to run to Stranraer.
You maybe see any of the ferries maybe going out or leaving and coming back in from Ireland?
Right. Yeah, just on the other side of the bay there, that's where we're going. Yeah.
I'm just looking for roads I can take the bike.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, a good chance to have a look.
Golf Oscar Romeo, Scottish, what's your intended route?
Scottish Golf Oscar Romeo, direct track which will take me just to the north of Straven and into the Edinburgh zone at Polmont.
Golf Oscar Romeo, Belfast.
Estimate Polmont, minute 52, Golf Oscar Romeo. Coco, Golf Oscar Romeo.
There you've got a ferry in the left of you, Cairn Ryan, see it?
There we are.
There's port.
Yeah.
There's a ferry coming on your right hand side, Leah, from Ireland, see it? The right hand side of you, coming in from Ireland.
It's all go. The Irish coast isn't far at all from here.
Yeah, it's not.
You can, a lot of people nip over to Newtonards. That's a GA airfield, just right on the coast. Got a great cafe there. Ulster Flying Club, I think. All the time I'm looking at good landing strips. If the engine fails or we have any issues, you can land these on grass, so it's not an issue. plenty of places we could land around here.
Yeah.
Ideal.
Timer expired.
Okay, that's a timer for our fuel tanks. So switch our fuel pump on. Move over to the tank in the left-hand wing. Pop our fuel pump back off, and our fuel pressure still remains there. That's good.
You got a right there, Leah, running out of fuel?
What?
You got a right running out of fuel?
And clear and enter. So it won't take us as long to go back because the wind's from the south up here, and that's 25 minutes. So by the time we turn around and go back up, that's going to be about if we do an approach, that'll be an hour. But that's Loose Bay over there, I think. The next one, Carlisle Airport's just further along. Nice view of Stranraer. So, how about a 180? How does that sound? I'll leave it in your capable hands. But I'll talk you through it, okay? So quite often we need to turn round, or go back to where we came from. So it's exactly the same idea as what you've done. What you can do is put your heading bug where you want to go. See how the tail of the aeroplane's there? And the nose is there? Well, we want to go there, so if you stick your heading bug on the direction indicator, then you can just look down and see how close you are getting to it.
Okay.
So, whenever you're ready, either direction, whichever way you want.
Where's your camera, Leah, so I can take a video of you?
What?
Where's your camera so I can take a video of you?
It's between my legs.
Oh, should we take it?
Oh, you can grab it. I'll get the controls for a second. Okay, you have the controls. That's right, you're in a nice gentle bank there.
You hold these for a wee second.
Yep, sure.
Just password.
Okay, you have control. And see this, we're at about 1900. This tells us if we're going down. And if we're going down, all we need to do is a wee touch back pressure, really small amount. There you go, and see now we're going up. So again, just a wee touch forward pressure. And then you'll find the place that it wants to stay level at. Yeah, and there's our little heading bug there, so we've went, and you can see we've went right round now, and yeah, now's a good, that ferry's a good place to point at. It keeps us off the higher ground. And you've stopped to turn as well. Too good, you've done this before. Very nice, very nice. Mostly it's just looking outside. When you learn to fly, you look more on your instruments when you go on and do other things after that, but looking outside is the best way to start. You can tell if you're climbing or if you're going down by where the nose is. So just feel free to go, make any small turns or do whatever you like. Those little nudges you're feeling is coming off the higher ground there with the wind turbines, that's all that is. Because we're so low, 2,000 feet and below is called the friction layer, and you get a lot of interaction with the surface of the earth. There, once you're above 2,000, a lot of that goes away. But it's about as smooth as you can get today. It's nice, 2,000 feet. And That's right, you're just following the coast round. I didn't need to come. You're doing fine.
Yeah.
Very nice. How are you feeling?
Fine.
Good, you're doing great. There, the Ailsa Craig again there, so we're heading back up towards Ballantrae and Girvan. And we're 33 miles from the airport here. Yeah, our airspeed coming down, ground speed coming down was about 90, 92, but now going back up it's 127. That's because we've got a tailwind now pushing us back up. So although we're still doing the same speed through the air, because the tailwind's pushing us through the air, we're doing over the ground. We're doing 127 knots. About
it doesn't even feel it, doesn't it?
No, I mean that's like 150 miles an hour, but you wouldn't think it, because there's nothing close to us. Big car beat check here. Good. And Scottish Golf November Sierra, we've turned at Stranraer. We're now routing back up the coast towards Ballantrae, and we'll speak to Prestwick again roughly when we get to Girvan, Golf November Sierra. Sometimes if we're low,
Romeo, pass your message.
They don't hear us, just because of the ground that's between here and the...
Squawk 7000 to Edinburgh, 121.2, Golf Oscar Romeo.
0 kilometre, view 2,000 feet, scattered 3,200 feet, temperature plus 7, dew point plus 5.
So, the weather's suitable for an instrument approach. If you think we want to try one of those, I can show you what they look like. We might be able to fly through a few clouds, but the cloud base is like a couple of 100 feet higher than we'll be flying at. So it's not like we'd be flying right in the cloud and you know. But it all depends how you feel. There's no pressure to do that. Hey, you're doing great flying away there. I can have a wee rest, it's brilliant.
So how long have you been flying now, Paul?
2002 was when I first got my licence, but so I've been on and off though, so about 16 years since I got my licence. But I've done a lot more in the last 3 years. I had a break for about 10 years really. So. After I did my licence originally, I went over to the States, did some instrument instrument courses over there in California and did a 3-day upset recovery training thing, an extra 300 Ls with the retired Air Force guys. That was amazing, you know. So I've done a few different things that are just good fun.
Yeah, you get a lot of different characters then.
If you sat in that club for a day, you'd some of the folk you see that come in, they're funny.
Is that the caravan part you were talking about, Dad?
Yep, that's it. That was the top of the hill. We go out and take photographs.
Ah. That was nice, so you could feel us starting to go down a little bit and get a bit faster. So you brought the yoke back a wee bit, turned us out to the water again. Very nice. So what we'll do, if you want to point towards Girvan and go to 2,000 feet, then we'll maybe speak to Prestwick again and maybe see if they can give us an approach or not. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Okay. To do these instrument approaches, we need to use instruments on the plane, and they speak to instruments on the ground at the runway. It's called an instrument landing system, ILS. So we would check that you know, everything's doing what it should first. And basically we use these two as crosshairs, this horizontal line here and this vertical line here, the solid ones. We try and fly as if they're crosshairs, keep them in the very middle of the circle there. Fly, it's like flying down a cone, and it gets narrower and narrower. And you can see what it looks like. That's good, you're getting us back up towards 2,000, well done.
Dad, see that caravan park, that's where me and Mum go.
Was it?
Yeah.
Ah, that one down there?
That one over there.
Oh, just over the back of the wing.
Yeah.
Ah, excellent.
But you and your mum went in that one?
Aye, that's Pat and Brian's new one.
Alright, okay.
Ah. You'll not have seen it from up above before then?
No.
Nice just to go up and relax some days, you know, and do a coast flight like this. Just chill out and enjoy the scenery. This is quite a different flight from the flight I did before today, because we were through Glasgow, controlled airspace, and this is a much
chilled out.
Aye, yeah. They both are good. It's good fun doing both. So as we're at Girvan, I'll maybe see if Scottish can hear us now. It's Scottish Golf November Sierra.
Golf November Sierra, Scottish.
Yeah, just passing Girvan. We're happy to free call Prestwick radar now, see if we can get an instrument approach back into Prestwick.
Golf November Sierra, I just got 7,000, free call approach 129.450.
Squawk 7000 and 129.450. Thanks for the service, Golf November Sierra. Bye-bye.
You're welcome, bye.
And 129.450.
Control of these.
What, sorry?
You take control of this.
Yeah, sure. Get tired, your hands getting sore. That was fantastic, well done. I was hoping you'd maybe fly us all the way back, but I can't help everything, I suppose. Well done, very good. As you do it more, you relax, and so it's like me doing slow control on the bike. You know, when I first tried that, it was like, I can't have it with my hands. So we'll see if we can get an approach or not. if we do happen to fly through a cloud, it's nothing to worry about. I spend more time flying in clouds than I do flying out of them now, so this plane's certified for IFR flight, and I am, and it is not an issue.
Field 2,000 feet, scattered 3,200 feet, temperature +7, dew point +4, QNH 999 hectopascal, QFE 997 hectopascal, transition level, flight level 75, runway 30, wet, Prestwick information, acknowledge receipt of information, Sierra, time 1451, runway news 30, surface wind 180, 4 knots, visibility 10 kilometer, scattered 3,000.
Okay, that's the weather, so we'll speak to Prestwick now, see if we can get an approach from them. Prestwick radar, Golf Bravo, Victor November Sierra.
Golf Bravo, Victor November Sierra, Prestwick Tower, recontact me 118.150.
118.150, Golf Bravo, Victor November Sierra. Prestwick Tower, Golf Bravo, Victor November Sierra, frequency. Prestwick Tower, Golf Bravo, Victor November Sierra on frequency.
Golf Bravo, Victor November Sierra, Prestwick Tower, Squawk 4520, basic service, Prestwick QNH 9 hectopascals.
Squawk 4520, basic service, QNH is 999 hectopascals. I wondered if there was any possibility of picking us up for an ILS approach, or if you prefer a visual approach to land.
Golf November Sierra, standby.
So because they're just doing VFR traffic, they've just, he just put me straight through to the tower. But if we want a radar service for an instrument approach, it's a bit more complicated, so we'll see if they're busy or not.
Golf November Sierra, your ILS shouldn't be a problem there. Climb to altitude 3,000 feet, Squawk 4501.
That's great, thanks. Climb altitude 3,000 feet, Squawk 4501, Golf November Sierra. So up to 3,000 we'll go. That's the minimum altitude that they can see us on the radar, secondary surveillance radar. Oh, sorry about that. Someone put this way up high, which it shouldn't have been. That's a problem when you have more than one person.
Golf November Sierra, contact Prestwick radar 129.450.
129.450, thanks, Golf November Sierra, bye-bye. Tells us we're 7.5 miles from the runway. That's like a distance. Prestwick radar, good afternoon. Golf Bravo, Victor November Sierra. Just reaching altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 999 hectopascals, heading 030 degrees.
Golf Bravo, Victor November Sierra, Prestwick radar, good afternoon, identified. 8 miles to the southwest of Prestwick, maintain altitude 3,000 feet, deconflection service becoming radar control, fly heading 120 degrees.
Maintain altitude 3,000 feet, deconflection service becoming radar control, fly heading 120 degrees, Golf November Sierra. So there's 3,000 now.
November Sierra, Vectors ILS runway 30.
Vectors for the ILS runway 30, thanks, Golf November Sierra. Now, because this is what you do in your airline, pilot, if you're coming back from bringing people back on holiday, we need to stay spot on 3,000. We need to fly 120 degrees, so everything has to be, spot on for them, because they're keeping us clear of other traffic. So This is what you do after you do your private license. You can go on and do your instrument rating. And let you do approaches like this. It's good fun. There's 090. Staying at 3,000 feet. Yeah, if you go 100 either way, you won't get into trouble on your test. But the idea is to try and keep it spot on. So there's 120 degrees. So we're flying southeast, and we're at 3,000 feet. And he's going to give us vectors, headings to fly, to line us up with the runway basically, and then we'll fly down to it. So just check and see if this is a Morse code identifier to tell us that the instrument landing system on the ground is working fine. India Kilo Kilo, that's good. We've also got a backup. Good, that's our backup there we can use in case we have any issues with this one. 305, and our DME, our distance equipment, show us how far we are. India Kilo Kilo, so we know all the kit's working now and the plane's speaking to the gear on the ground, so that's fine. Descent and initial approach check, so we car peak check, safety altitude, minimum vector and altitude is 3,000 feet, which is fine. Avionics and transponder we've just set, identified and displayed, VLOC here. Fuel contents checked and are in balance, external lights are required, so we'll pop our landing light on just now. And that just leaves final approach checks to do. How are you feeling? You okay? Just let me know if you get uncomfortable at all. So you see the airport over there, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just giving us headings and bringing us round.
Okay.
So all this is controlled now, which is good, so we just do what he tells us, really. And if you're coming back on a Ryanair or an EasyJet, this is the sort of approach, exactly the same approach they would do.
So they'd actually talk you in then, Paul, yeah?
That's right, yep. Yeah, they'd get headings just like we're getting. And you'll see these crosshairs when they start to line up. And once we're lined up with the runway, we do what we need to do to go down towards it, but they stick us onto, they'll line us up with the runway. Just you never hear any of this stuff in the back. This is exactly what's going on, just what you've heard just now. It's good.
Golf November, sir, just confirm your landing off this approach.
Confirm, Golf November, Sierra.
Roger.
And that's like a wee sat-nav photo of where we are as well. There's the airport there, and now we're flying away from it at the minute. Yeah. Oh yeah, should be able to load that approach actually. Select approach, enter. Vectors ILS 30. Vectors activate. So I've stuck the approach in on that as well as just a backup. It's all instrument flying, it's just about having backups in case anything
goes wrong.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we're going to get any cloud here today, unfortunately. Right. Never mind. A thicker cloud over there to the east, southeast. We might get to pop through this little layer here. Where it's just like someone's put a sheet over the plane when you go through, you can't see anything. And this has brought up an approach diagram for me here as well. So 1, 2, 3 different things if I need them, if I have any issues. So yeah, so we're going to pop through this little bit of cloud here. Might feel a wee bump or two, but it's stratiform cloud. It looks quite happy.
Timer expired.
Left heading 040 base leg.
Left heading 040 degrees, Golf November Sierra. Ah, that's pretty cool. We're getting a wee bit of time in the cloud there. And we're making a turn in the cloud. 040. Bit weird when the ground disappears.
Yeah.
But I'm not looking outside, I'm flying completely on instruments, and I have been before we went into the cloud, so I'm quite relaxed. You know, we're under a radar control service, so the tower at Prestwick are keeping us safe in terms of our height and other traffic, so it's the safest way to fly, really. So there's 040. Ah, we had a wee hurl through the cloud at least. How did that feel? Weird? Okay. Some cloud isn't bumpy at all, it just depends what sort it is. So 040 on a base leg. We do our final approach checks. Engine instruments are in the green, fuel contents checked and in balance, fuel pump on, mixture fully rich, primer is in and locked, my harness is secure, check yours please. Everybody secure, good. Toe brakes checked and altimeters set, cross check 999 hectopascals, good. Sometimes our height does fluctuate because you get downdraft or mountain wave, so sometimes there's nothing you can do about it, you just go back up to where you are, where you want to be.
Golf November Sierra, turn left heading 340 degrees.
Left heading 340 degrees, Golf November Sierra. So a left turn. These are just like the turns you were doing before. Just standard rate turns, nice and gentle when we're flying on instruments. And 340 we want to go around to.
Golf November Sierra, descend to altitude 2,000 feet, cleared ILS, approach runway 30.
Descend altitude 2,000 feet, cleared ILS, approach runway 30, Golf November Sierra. Okay, so there's 340, bring back the power and descend down to 2,000 feet. There's our localizer, see how it's zoomed into the middle there? So we want to keep going round. Down to 2,000. Go to 290 there, that should bring us back in. Wind is from the left, so it's going to be pushing us that way, so you just take all these things into account when you figure out a head.
Sierra, you captured the localizer, or do you want to head to rejoin from the north?
We're happy current heading just to rejoin Golf November Sierra.
Golf November Sierra, roger, thanks. And the UQNH 1000.
UQNH 1000 set, Golf November Sierra, thanks. He was just left that a wee bit tight for us. See the white and the red light there down on the ground, quite near to the water, right halfway up the windscreen. There's like red lights and white lights.
Oh.
Yep, those are PAPI lights, precision approach path indicator lights, and that's where the start of the runway is. But we could be in cloud, you know, all the way down to 200 feet if we needed to be. So there's 2,000 feet.
November Sierra, 6 miles, contact Prestwick Tower 118.150.
118.150, and many thanks for the approach, Golf November Sierra. Bye bye.
Welcome back.
Yep, 2,000 feet. localizer's coming in, so we want to keep that line in the middle. Speed check, and first stage of flap. 2100 RPM. Now we're 5 miles from the runway. Prestwick Tower, good afternoon. Golf Bravo, Victor November Sierra, ILS runway 30, and we are 4.5 miles.
Golf Bravo, Victor November Sierra, Prestwick Tower, continue approach runway 30, surface wind 170 degrees, less than 5.
Continue approach runway 30, Golf Bravo, Victor November Sierra. Okay, 2 stages of flap there. Quite a wind from the left, pushing us over to the right. So now we want these 2 lines in that circle if we could get them there.
That's a bit like the wee fit, Leah, isn't it? The wee fit taking off the circle.
Golf November Sierra, runway 30, clear to land, surface wind 170 degrees, less than 5.
Runway 30, clear to land, Golf November Sierra. So we're getting there now. We're getting there. Now we need to try and keep them there. So it's like crosshairs on a gun sight. If we can keep them in that middle circle, we're doing really well. Our minimums are 200 feet. A bit further over now. So we're coming to 1,000 feet and our decision height is 200. Good, so on localizer, on glide path, all looks good. And we'll look up at 500 feet and you can help me land if you like. Or you can take a picture, just whatever you prefer. Pictures are absolutely fine. So a bit above the glide slope. Really sensitive. And so let's get back on the glide slope now. Good. That's 500. We could go right down to 2, but we'll go visually at 5 now. So slow the plane down. RP is cold, runway is clear, approach is stable, and we're clear to land. We do have a wee bit of a tailwind, which isn't ideal for landing, but it's not much.
Is that plane taking off then, yeah?
That's going to be taken off, yep. That's just taxi. I think that's a Jumbo 747 cargo. So we're landing deep on purpose. Hold the nose up, hold the nose up, hold the nose up. And nice gentle touchdown. Back onto the centre line. That wasn't too bad, nice and smooth. They're not like that when you start.
Carglass 42 kilo, report ready for departure.
Yeah, ready.
Mike.
Carglass 42 kilo, roger, via Romeo 1, runway 03, line up and wait, runway 30, 1 on to vacate.
Hi, Romeo 1 and runway 03, lining up 30, Carglass 42 kilo.
Golf November Sierra, vacate left at Mike and taxi apron Papa.
Vacate left at Mike, taxi apron Papa. Many thanks for the approach today, Golf November Sierra. Bye bye.
No worries.
So that's off the runway, and that's all there is to landing. Golf November Sierra is vacated at Mike. Good.
Golf November Sierra.
So you just keep the nose up, and land on your main gear wheels first, and just keep the plane tilted up and let it slowly sink down to there.
Cargo Lux 42 kilo, runway 30, clear for takeoff, surface wind 150 degrees, less than 5.
Good takeoff, runway 30, Cargo Lux 42 kilo.
Yeah, it's a big Cargo Lux jumbo jet cargo plane. It's like little and large. So we can put this transponder to standby mode. Fuel pump can come off. And we got a motor coming straight for us.
Yeah.
Now he needs to give way to us. Right, he's probably just going to hope that we'll go down. He shouldn't really be doing that, actually. Yeah, off he goes. That's a bit naughty.
Pretty quiet airport for a Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, it's usually a lot busier, but I think yesterday put a lot of people off for general aviation and stuff. Even though it's sort of, you know, it's cleared up pretty well, but usually the weekends are busier. So check my brakes before we head into the apron. Yep, my brakes are good. And that's the Ryanair maintenance hangar over there where they do all their maintenance.
That's a great show at the big jumbo, see it, Leah?
Beautiful, eh?
Yeah.
Cargo Lux 42 kilo, contact Scottish Control 124.825.
124.825, Cargo Lux 42 kilo.
I hope everybody's Christmas present's going to America, probably.
That's right. Yeah, God. And they'll get a few in one of those as well. Seems like they're flying so slow as well. I've never hit that yet, but I'm sure there's a first time. Boom. God. Great, thank you very much. Excellent flying there.